Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a quick getting ready with me. I am coming in strong with a bare face because we're going to be using this brush set. This video is sponsored by Moda brushes. As you guys know, I'm a huge freaking fan of them. You can use my code RLQ.Rosie. I will link my link down below as well. But this brush set will be heading into Walmart, so I wanted to do a quick demonstration video for you guys. As you guys know, I love Moda brushes. They're my ride or dies. I have been using them since I was introduced to the brand at Gen Beauty in LA forever ago. And yeah, we're gonna get started with this. I wanted to have a complete bare face because I wanted to be able to utilize all these brushes as I got ready, as opposed to coming with a full face. You know what I'm talking about. So this particular set comes with the holder, of course. I love these travel bags, like these particular ones as opposed to the little ones. These are my favorite just because they're a lot more flat and they hold a lot more brushes, but I do also love the carrying cases. Just throwing that out there. So it's a 13-piece brush set, and we are going to dip into the eyeshadow ones. I did my eyebrows off camera because there's no brush for eyebrows in this one, although you can double up this one here, which is the liner brush. But as you guys know, I like to multi-use my brushes, so I would probably use that one for brows. I just didn't in this particular video. I did use a Moda brush though. I use this one, just for FYI. So I toyed on what colors I wanted to use. I kind of wanted to go basic, but I can't. I'm using color today. So let's get started. Let me go ahead and clean up my brows and prep them really quick. Going in with the BMX 225. This is the conceal brush. As you can see, it's flat. I'm going to use this like freaking crazy in this video, probably to clean up my eyebrows. Well, to clean up my eyebrows, obviously. To clean up my eyebrows, to shape my lid, to sharpen my wing, anything like that. That's what I use this particular brush for all the time. And also to clean up my lipstick usually. You guys just don't always see that because I do that off camera a lot. I'm going to quickly dab my eyelids with some more concealer. And then I'll be going in with a buffer brush. This is the BMX 180. As you can see, I'll be using this for my foundation as well, probably, more than likely. But I'm just going to use that to kind of dab my eyelids. That's the word. All right, next up, I'm going to be using the BMX 466 shade brush. We're going to dip into Urchin. This shade here. And that is going in my corner. I love how much product these brushes pick up, by the way. Just love it. And I'm just going to blend this out. Next brush I'm going to be using is the BMX 420. This is the detail brush. So what I'm going to do is go into the darkest shade here and Lunar. I'm going to go into Lunar and I'm going to deepen this. I love these brushes. This is also going to be the brush for my underlid because I'm, of course, going to make it dramatic as heck. So blending these back out so it's not too harsh. I really did want to go natural, but it's just not in me. It's just not in me. All right, so I'm going to go into the crease brush. This is the BMX 430. I don't know if you can see these. I don't know if you can see these brushes, but like that is how fluffy this particular brush is. We're going to go into Currents, which is this one here, and then we're going to blend out the top of that. And I don't want to go into this area quite yet, mostly because I don't know what I want to do there, but also because I don't want to go too dramatic all the way in. I kind of just want it to be almost like a smoky eye dramatic look. Do you know what I'm saying? All right, let me clean this up. Look how beautifully that blended out. All right, so I'm also going to roughly go down. This is going to look so awful as I'm doing it, but stick with me, trust the process. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with the BMX 498. This is the liner brush, and this is a brush that I would also be using for my eyebrows. But today I'm going to be using it just to line. I also use these for liner as well, especially shadows. Like if you have a metallic shadow, spritz it a little bit and then perfect for liner. So I'm going to go into this shade here, which is Must See. And then the reason why I want to use this particular brush is because I really want to keep this into the shape of my lid, in the shape of my lid. I don't want to go higher than that. Do you see what I'm talking about? There's a method to my madness, always. And then I'm just going to fill it in. This cuts the cleanup time down significantly. So we're going to go back into that detail brush, which was the BMX 420. And then I'm going to go back into Lunar. And I'm going to blend those together. And make sure this is like wingy, if that's the word. And then I'm going to go into Urchin again and blend more of it out. All right, now I'm going to go back into that concealer brush and clean it up a lot more. I'm going to take a little bit of Currant and kind of soften this edge here a little bit more because it's looking a little rough and harsh, and I want it to flow still. Okay, so I want a little bit of a pop of color right here, or a pop of highlight, I'm sorry. So I'm going to go into Money Honey, and I'm going to use this brush here. This is the pointed liner brush. Let me go in this slightly. You can use this for a liner. I'm going to use this for a highlight just so I have a little bit of precision and I'm not overdoing it. And dabbing it right there. I'll probably still use it in the bottom lash line, but beautiful. Real quick, I'm going to finish the other eye off camera and I will be right back. All right, other eye is done. And I love this look. It's a little bit more dramatic than I had intended, like completely left field. But here I am. So I am going to start using the rest of the brushes. And I've been doing my base a lot differently. I don't do it on camera. If you guys watch my most recent videos, I always do it off camera. But today, since I'm using these brushes, I get to show you guys and I'm really excited. Let's hope I don't destroy my nose ring in the process, but it's okay. So we are going into the BMX 245, this one here. This is a contour brush, I believe it is. Yes, it's a sculpt brush. So I'm going to go ahead and just start brushing this, blending this, whatever that word is. You know what I'm talking about. Definitely got that on my ear, but it's okay. And then I'm taking my foundation and then filling those spots, mostly. And then I'm taking my concealer. And we're going to blend all that together. So I'm going to start with my concealer. And this is the Moda Pro. This is the BMX 265. So this is a glow brush. But I also use this to set my powder as well as my highlight. And then, of course, under the eye. Because it's a smaller brush so you can actually blend your concealer out a lot better. Well, I put a lot right there. Whoops. Now I'm going to go with my buffer. I know it looks sloppy right now, but trust the process. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with the flat powder brush. This is the BMX 175. That is how fluffy it is. It is flat and fluffy as heck. Yes, I have a little bit of foundation on my hands. It's okay. So we're going to use this to set in like targeted areas. Next, I'm going to go in with the pointed blush brush. This is the BMX 130. That's how fluffy it is. It is insanely big, insanely perfect, insanely amazing. I love this. And I'm going to apply this like crazy. I know I say this every video, but I live for a blush moment. And there's nothing better than a big blush brush. Big blush brush. Look at that. It just fits my cheek so perfectly. Okay, this is the last brush in the set. This is the BMX 150 highlight brush. You guys have seen me use this before, this particular brush, but from like different sets, so different Moda sets before in the past. So we're just going to apply a highlight. This picks up a lot of product. So it's really your preference on whether you prefer the fan brushes or the glow brushes. This has been featured in so many of my favorite brushes, but because I want to be able to use both, because I wanted to be able to use both of these for you guys, I decided to go with the concealer method for that brush and then use this one for my highlight. So it's really up to you how you like it, like to apply. This is just glides on, whereas the other one's a little bit more targeted. So you have a choice. You have a choice. And then I'm going to buff more in. All right, we're gonna go back into that brush I mentioned earlier, which is the detailed brush, and we are going to fix the bottom lash line. We're gonna go into Lunar, which is this one here. And I also use this brush for applying the inner corner highlight. So you guys have seen it with, I think it was a Professional Moda kit. Love that kit. But one of my favorites. And then I'm going to go back into the line brush, which I used to apply this part. And then we're going to go into New Wave, which is this one here. And then we're going to also go back into this shade here and kind of connect it. We're going to go into Sideways Lip Tint from Urban Decay. And then remember I told you I'd go back to the conceal brush and clean up. We're going to do that really quick because my lips are not perfect. Make sure to buff that out. I'm going to mist really quick. And then we're going to pop on some lashes and then we will be right back. And we're back. So this is the final look. It matches my hair. Like I realized that, but I also forgot about that until Jessie pointed it out. So here she is. And of course, this whole look is brought to you by Moda brushes. So I use all of this. This is their latest 13-piece set that's available at Walmart. I will link it down below. You can always use my code RLQROSIE to save money, and as well as all my other favorites on their website. I have a lot of them. I do have a lot of them. So of course, don't forget to check this set out in store along with all the other collections. Thank you so much, Moda brushes, for sponsoring this video. Like I mentioned earlier in the beginning, this is a sponsored video, full disclosure, but as you guys also know, I use their brushes in every single video, so no surprise here. I love Moda brushes. I've loved them since I went to Gen Beauty back in 2016, I believe it was, my first time, Gen Beauty LA. Amazing. And I fell in love with the brand, and I've just been a fan since. And like I said, I am a Moda maven, so I do have a code with them, RLQ.Rosie. I list it all down below. This particular brush that was sent to me to demonstrate for you guys. And as you guys saw, I can multi-use everything. This collection has everything you could need for a full look. I don't think I use a single other brush except for a brow brush, but they did have this brush here, which can be used as a brow brush. And I have used this particular brush, as a brow brush before from other collections, so you can always use this one as a brow brush, but every single brush did my whole face. Did my whole face. So if you like this look and you like how it looks on my face, then of course you have this brush collection to thank. In my opinion, they're dirty right now, so it's not like I'm like showing you guys a pretty clean brush set, but they're used and they're well loved. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video. If you do like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And of course, show Moda brushes some love on Instagram. I will link them down below. I always tag them in my pictures. So if you guys want to see their other brushes in any of my other videos, don't forget to check out my other videos because you will see a lot of their brushes in my videos. I just said videos a lot of times. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. That's where most of you guys know me from. RLQ.Rosie on all my social networks. You can usually find me on everything. I do have TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So you can follow me on all my social networks. They are linked down below. So don't forget to show me love on all my other social networks. But if you don't like this video, please just walk away, pretend it did not happen. But as for the rest of you guys, I will see you all in the next video.